Good morning, children. Today I'm taking your civics class, just last portion of your legislature chapter. Okay. So last day I have discussed the powers and functions of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Actually, not separately Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, the Union Parliament, powers and functions of the Union Parliament or the Union Legislature. Today, I am discussing the exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Students, you know, exclusive, that means the powers that only that house or that organization and that department enjoys, not other organization or other institution or other department enjoys. Okay, so exclusive power, Lok Sabha in some cases or some sphere, Lok Sabha enjoys or possesses exclusive power, and some cases Rajya Sabha also possesses some exclusive power. First of all, students, the Lok Sabha, the exclusive power of Lok Sabha. Exclusive powers of Lok Sabha. Okay, you know, in the financial sphere, Lok Sabha enjoys exclusive power. In the financial matter, students, the money bill, actually money bill introduced only in the Lok Sabha. Money bill. Number one, in the case of money bill. Money bill only introduced in the Lok Sabha, not in the Rajya Sabha. Okay. And for passing the money bill, the Lok Sabha enjoys exclusive power, and the decisions of the Lok Sabha is very important. Before I told you that if any contradiction or confusion arises regarding the bill, either it money bills or not, so the decision of the speaker is final, and you know the speaker is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. So in the financial matter, the Lok Sabha, for passing the bill and introducing the bill, the Lok Sabha possesses very exclusive or important powers. Number two, Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. The Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. And in this case, there are so many procedures. You know, the interpellation procedure, actually the question answer hour or question answer procedure, the adjournment motion, no confidence motion. There are so many procedures by which the Lok Sabha control over the collective, control over the Council of Ministers. And you know, I just told you the Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Okay. And another one, if joint sitting. Joint sitting. If any confusion arises regarding the decisions of a bill, okay, or passing for bill, the joint meeting is introduced. Okay, the joint meeting is held, and in this joint meeting, the decisions of the Lok Sabha is final or prevail, because you know the strength is the majority decision, and the majority or the strength of the Lok Sabha is greater than the Rajya Sabha. So the fate of the bill is depend on the decision of the Lok Sabha. So in these three matter or in these three spheres, the Lok Sabha possesses exclusive power. In the sphere of financial matter, Council of Ministers and joint sitting of the both houses. The decisions of the Lok Sabha is final in the joint sitting because of its strength. The Lok Sabha is great, the member strength of the Lok Sabha is greater than the Rajya Sabha. Council of Ministers collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, and money bill introduced in the Lok Sabha and passing for money bill, the procedure of the Lok Sabha is very important. So these are the exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha. Now Rajya Sabha, the exclusive powers of Rajya Sabha. Like Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha also possesses some exclusive power, like Lok Sabha. Number one, what are these exclusive power? Number one, matter in the state list, or for making the law in matters that are in the state list. If the Rajya Sabha by majority passes a resolution for the national interest or for the national importance, that Parliament has the, actually Parliament makes the law that the subjects which included or which are in the state list. So at that moment the Parliament has the right to make laws regarding these subjects which are in the state list. So who passes the resolution? The Rajya Sabha. For what? For the national interest or national importance. So number one. Number two, all India services. All India services. For creation of the post of all India services, the Rajya Sabha possesses exclusive power. Rajya Sabha, by passing a majority resolution, creates the post of all India services. You know, all India services, that means under the UPSC, you know, IS exam, IPS, IFS, there are so many all India services. And for the emergency or for the interest of the nation, the Rajya Sabha by passing resolution creates one or more posts for in the all India, for all India services. So in this matter, there is no power that enjoys by the or that enjoy the Lok Sabha. Only Rajya Sabha enjoys in this matter the exclusive power. And third one, strength. Sorry, not strength. Permanent house. Permanent house. When I discussed about Rajya Sabha, the term I already discussed. You know, the Rajya Sabha is a permanent house because, why? Because the Rajya Sabha not at a time dissolved, or before its expiry, the President has no power that dissolve it, like Lok Sabha. So it's a permanent house. And when the proclamation of emergency and the Lok Sabha dissolve, Then who has the sole authority to make laws? Only Rajya Sabha, because it is not dissolved at a time. It is a quasi-permanent house. Okay, it is a quasi-permanent house. So there are three, in the sphere of three matters, the Rajya Sabha enjoys exclusive power. Number one, matter or subject for making the laws, which subject, the subject which are in the state list. Then creation of the All India services. And last of all, it's a permanent house. So when Lok Sabha dissolved, or at the moment of the Lok Sabha not in the power, or not in the actually the Lok Sabha, when the emergency proclamation of emergency, the election is not held, then the Rajya Sabha is the acting house at that moment. Okay, so in this matter, the Rajya Sabha possesses or enjoys exclusive power. So about powers, functions, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, everything completed. Okay, now the procedure of the parliament. Procedure of the parliament. Students, the last topics of your chapter is procedure of the parliament. There are so many procedures, the parliament. First of all, summon. The president, for its first meeting, the president actually, after the election, the president summoned the meetings of the both houses of the parliament. Second one, session. Session. What is session? Session is the period or the time in which the members of the houses meet and also discuss its business and carry on its business. Session. You know, actually at least 2 sessions must be held during the year. But there are 3 sessions: summer session, monsoon session and winter session. Okay. Now third one, adjournment or question hour or interpellation. Question hour. Question hour. Then 0 hour. 5. Adjournment motion. No confidence motion. Okay. So session, just I discussed here, and question hour. For the first beginning of the meeting, there is a time or period for the question answer time. Okay. So you know, the members of the Lok Sabha can ask the question to the Council of Ministers or the government. This period is called question answer period or interpellation. Then 0 hour, after question answer period, the 0 hour begins at the time of 12 o'clock, And you know, the members of the Lok Sabha, for their lunch time start from 1 p.m. So in this 1 hour, there are so many question answer they discuss and asking. This is called 0 hour, and 0 hour begins at 12 o'clock, just after the question hour period. Then adjournment motion. Adjournment motion after the adjournment motion at the important, actually is the important period. In this period, the members of the Lok Sabha asking the lay aside the business, the then business lay aside and just asking the question for the emergency matter, for emergency, or the asking the question to the government in the emergency matter or emergency situation. And no confidence motion, you know, if the members of the Lok Sabha fails to, or if the members of the Lok Sabha lost the confidence of the government or council of minister, then at that moment the prime minister has to resign. And prime minister, if the prime minister resign, then all the minister has to resign. All the minister have to resign, council of minister to resign. Okay, so there is so many procedures: session, question hour, 0 hour, adjournment motion, and no confidence motion. So students, up to your union parliament completed, and your task is go through the chapter and making question answer everything. If any problem, then when your offline class will start, then you ask me. Okay. So your task is now to go through the chapter properly and try to understand everything. Thank you. Students, next day I will start executive. Legislature completed, and next day I will start executive. Okay, thank you very much.